Hey guys, Devon Digital here, and we're here to do another Lightroom edit. So just remember that a few things that I probably missed out in my last videos that I do increase the brightness of my screen all the way up when doing any edits. So we're just gonna jump right into the video today and let's go. I already have the photo that I want. I kind of went through it to speed the process up. So I want everyone to say hey to JoJo. This is JoJo, one of my model muses that I shoot. She's very good at modeling and she's very joyful to actually work with. I love her. She always got me laughing and stuff doing the photo shoots. And one thing about her is that she's experienced, so I don't have to really teach her and tell her how to pose. She kind of does it. So we're going to grab one of these photos and stuff. So as always, like the first thing I tell you that I love doing is cleaning up the skin first. This is one of the things that I do in Adobe Photoshop. And now I'm doing it in Lightroom. And again, like I told you before, I really wish that we had skin smoothing texture features in here, but we don't. So there's my workaround. So every time that I start one of these videos and it's a subject, you're gonna see me doing my skin retouch workaround that I find pretty easy to work with, you know, pretty much. And yeah, so we're just gonna get straight into this edit, and I'm gonna go ahead and clean up her skin. And fun fact about this photo shoot, it was raining this day and we had about 3 outfits, so we had to go into a garage to do this photo shoot, which it wasn't planned for the garage, but it turned out really well. So, you know, kudos to God in the rain for letting it rain that day. I guess he had other plans for us and said, hey man, photos would come out better if they was inside a garage. So we kind of went into the garage and the photos came out great. I actually enjoyed them. And I remember her sitting up here and I was like, you're really brave, because I'm scared of heights. And we were pretty high up there in that garage right there. So even when I'm driving up the garage, I'd be terrified. This is crazy, because I don't think I'm scared of heights. I think I'm scared of falling. That's what I like to call it, because I'll get on a roller coaster but be scared to death on top of a roller coaster. So just pretty crazy. Some of you like roller coasters, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm never getting on a roller coaster anymore. I've been to Universal Studios and I actually been on a simulator, and since I've been on a simulator, I vowed to never get on a roller coaster again, because simulators are awesome. So we just finished up the skin and everything's done. So again, I'm gonna pick one of my filters, but before that, because I know normally my filters are like a massive cheat, and it's okay, you know, because filters or presets actually speed up your workflow, and you want to create these. You want to create these for yourself, and creating these for yourself will speed up all your workflow. And normally when you have identical photos in the same type of area, almost with the same exact lighting, you can throw your presets up there and just kind of work from there. Now, I'm pretty sure with my presets right now, it's probably going to finish the picture for me. That's how confident I am about a lot of my presets. So this is what we have now, and we're going to go ahead into the presets here, and I'm just going to go through them, and I'm going to find one that just kind of pops. Like, I really like this one right here. I actually like this one. Now these presets are all different. I mean, depends on your style. You choose between which one fits your style more, and you can start the edit from there. And this one is nice too. I'm really liking this yellow, this orange tone going on here with that preset. And I got a few of those ones because I actually love it. And I really love D8. D8 it looks nice too. Oh man, D10. Wow. So yeah, see, I really like D15. I don't know, that just jumps at me for some reason. So like I said, making these presets is really good, and I think that you should spend time setting up presets based off like the type of photography. Now keep in mind, these presets will never ever work for every type of photo that you take. That's why they're presets. You know, you start from a base, and this looks good too. This looks really good. D32, 34. All right, so you want to start from a preset. Ooh, 37. We're gonna work with 37. I don't know, 37 just gives me, I don't know, I'm liking these vibes. I'm loving the vibes right now. So I'm just gonna pop 37 in there. I'm gonna zoom in to check the quality of everything, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I think that I'm done. This is good. My sharpening is where I want it to be. Let me see if I can add some more maybe. Now I don't want to go too sharp because it's going to output, and skin tones. We can add a little bit more smoothing to the skin. So let me go back to the skin part real quick, just in case you missed it in my last video. I'm not gonna like do it, but I'm gonna show you what you gotta do, right? It's very simple. You go to your mask layer right here, and then you're gonna select, like I said, if you have Photoshop or you had Lightroom on a computer, you can actually select the subject, and then you can select like the clothes by itself. You can select the skin by itself. You can select the hair by itself. You can select the lips, the eyes, the nose. It'll have all of that. It masks everything. So I'm hoping that Lightroom Mobile will get these features in here as well once I hit select subject, because once you select the subject, you can break down what parts of the subject you actually want, but they just don't allow it here. As you can see, there's no option for me to select a part of the subject. So I'm just kind of stuck with the whole subject. So anyways, what I normally do is I go here to effects, and then I bring the texture this way to the negative to smooth out the skin, which also smooths out the rest of the body that's highlighted here. But I just bring some of that back with the clarity, and then I come down to sharpening, and I add some more sharpening to bring it all back. And then you got a nice smooth skin, and you still got all the details that you would have lost when you're bringing the texture down. So it's a win-win for you, and it's a quick and easy way if you are a portrait photographer like myself. Landscape and stuff, you probably never touch that stuff unless you need more detail, which in fact you'll go the opposite way, going to the positive for the effects. So that's my skin tutorial. So I'm really loving this image right here. I feel like I don't need to move forward anymore on this image. So what I'm gonna do is gonna go ahead and show you how to export this image. And we're gonna go ahead. Now this was if I can recall, and I'm gonna show you how easy this can be, right? I think this was was it D37? Was it 37? Yes, it was D37. So let's go ahead and save this. Go up to export, and I already showed you my export settings in the last video. And while this saves right here, I'm gonna go ahead and grab another image similar to this in the same spot. Well, here's one when she was like looking all crazy and stuff like that, where her eyes rolled up. So let's just say that we're gonna go ahead and do this, and let's say I go back through my skin retouching and stuff. And like I said, I like doing it with your finger because it's a lot faster than the pencil. And I know like for the pencil, sometimes precision for certain areas I would use it and grab it then, but for the most part I do not use the pencil because I can pinch and zoom quickly and stuff like that. So we're gonna do this crazy picture right here where her eyes all rolled up. Now if I was in Photoshop, to be honest with you, I would have been a little bit more creative with this. I would have actually whited her eyes out to make her get that little demonic look and stuff like that, and it would have been real tough looking. I probably can still do it if I put it into Photoshop on the iPad, but I haven't really learned how to use that because it's so stripped down compared to Photoshop that I use on my desktop, and I just hate using it. So maybe one day when they start getting all those AI features that we have out there, I'll probably try to use it a lot more. But until then, I'm really enjoying Lightroom for this, you know, for what I can do for portraits. And if, like I said, if you're a people person and objects and stuff, Lightroom's mobile would just be so perfect because it's just about a bunch of sliders and picking your light. So anyways, say I just did that and everything like that, and I retouched up the skin, and I could just go right back to my filter right here and my preset, and boom, same image. Look at that, just like that, perfect. And this is the best thing about making your presets and stuff like that. So I'm gonna find a photo that's completely just off the charts, so I can just kind of like give you how to set up your own presets off from your presets that you already have. So let's go grab the little cousin. So I want y'all to say hey to my cousin Mia. Hey Mia. All right, and we're just gonna go grab one of these photos. Let's see. Let's grab this one right here. Okay, and we're just gonna go grab like a preset that we kind of like, right? And wow, that looks good. Okay, and see, a lot of these presets really be looking good. So, you know, sometimes you just gotta stop. Let's just say this one. This is one that I kind of like, right? Like it could need some adjusting. So I'm gonna click on this one, and you know, besides me cleaning up the skin like I told you I normally do, we're gonna go ahead and just get some of these bumps off here and some things. And we're gonna get that and that right there. Okay, just so we got these and that. And let's just say you're finished with all the skin retouching that you want to do, right? and you're like, okay, this preset is good, but it's not quite there. So while you're on this preset, now you can go here and make your adjustments that you may want. So I'm going to go ahead and mask her real quick because I see there's a lot of shadow on her and I just want to get rid of some of that shadow. So we're going to go ahead and get that mask, hit that light, and we're going to bring up those shadows a little bit. There you go. As you can see, there's the before and there's after. So you just move the shadows up as much as you want. And I want to give her skin like a little glow to it or whatever. So I'm going to go here and select color, and then I'm going to go to color mix, and then I'm going to go to the oranges, which is always default. And I'm going to bring this up all the way up so I can see what it changes. And then I'm going to slowly bring it down and look. And now I'm just going to slightly adjust it so I feel like, yeah, there's the sweet spot right there for me. And you can before and after, before and after. Now the sky is the next thing I want to tackle there. And I'm going to go ahead and get my mask again, and then the mask, select the sky, and it's going to select the sky for me. Now I'm going to bring down the exposure, and I'm going to bring some blue into that sky if I can, because sometimes you can get that blue and that color out of there. And we're going to try that. And I'm also going to bring down the highlights, and let's see what we're looking at. No sky, kind of sky. So yeah, so it definitely worked. We retrieved some of that data in the sky, and that's kind of what I wanted. So, you know, we did it. And now I look at the picture again, and I'll be like, okay, what is something else I want to change? Maybe I want it less saturation. Maybe I want more saturation, or maybe I want it like a more magenta color. And I'm going to go with magenta and greens. Don't be afraid to use magenta and greens. Listen, every photo don't have to be color accurate. People get tied up into this color accuracy and stuff like that. You do what makes the photo look good, and that's automatic. Not even good for somebody else, but good for you. But if you're doing it for a client is going to come to you because they like your work in the first place. So don't be afraid to be you, because that's why they're booking you in the first place. They ain't booking you for no color accuracy if that's not what you do. So you do you, and just remember that as a rule of thumb. And if you're doing this for fun, then it's all good too. So now that we got all of that said, I'm like, I really like this. I love this. And now you can take your preset that you had and create a new preset. So we're going to go here to the presets, and we're going to click on the 3-dot menu, and we're going to sit here and create preset. So I'm just going to name this test. Well, maybe I should keep it. So we can make this Del Von Digital preset 40, right? So we can make that number 40, and then boom. So now we have preset number 40 right here. So here's the before and there's the after. So now if we go to the same photo next to it, just kind of like it, right? Now we can go to that preset new preset that we created, and boom, and pop that up there. And now you go with your base. Now, even though the lighting was slightly different here, as you can see up here, the shadows, you just have to just go back and just increase the shadows a little bit and bring back some of the details in there, and then you're pretty much happy. But obviously I got to go back through the skin retouching, because it's not going to get that stuff or whatever like that, because, you know, the way the angle is, the bumps and everything and marks on the face can be somewhere else or whatever. So with that being said, that is how quickly you can create presets from a preset. Now, last thing I'm gonna show you before we get out of here, if you are a full beginner and you just don't have any presets to work with, go to your Discover tab, find any of these photos that you kind of like. Just okay, like, oh, I like the lighting, I like the way this is, maybe this preset might be a good starting preset for me, I don't know. So you get up here and you save it as a preset. Then you go back to your photos and you find a photo, just any photo. Then you go to your presets, and then you go here to save from community, and here are 6 of them. I don't remember which one I just saved. It probably was this one right here. No, it definitely wasn't that one. Probably this one. I don't know. But just say that this preset, let's see. All right, let's go with this one, because this one's extreme. Just say this preset is like, I like the colors a little bit, but it's just a little too dark for me. So now you just grab that preset, and now you can make your own adjustments for that preset. Bring up the shadows, keep the whites down, I guess, because I am going to keep the whites down. You can bring up to the exposure of it a little bit. I feel like there's way too much orange in here for me, for my liking. So I'm going to go and bring that down and put it somewhere right there. And then I'm going to go check the light, not the light. I'm going to check, not the light. I'm going to check the effects and stuff real quick because I'm working with skin tone. So they have the clarity really high. That's way too high for me. So I'm going to set the clarity to 0. I'm going to zoom in and look at the details, and I'm going to go ahead and do my skin thing, which I'm going to go into the negative, and then I'm going to go into details, and they have the sharpening where I wanted it in that. And actually looking at the photo, I actually like the sharpening in there. And now I'm going to select the layer mask. So like I said, you can sit here and literally adjust your preset to your liking. And when you do that, you can make a better preset for yourself that you actually like from someone else's preset. So, you know, purchasing presets, you know, you can, I'm not discouraging it or anything like that, but if you don't want to take the time to do this, this is totally understandable. But I'm just want to show you how easy it is to create your own presets when you're doing this, because there's a lot of free presets in there for you to start off with to give you just a starting point as a new person using Lightroom. Okay. So again, I'm trying to bring some color back in that sky back there, and maybe some details if there is any back there left from the camera. As you can see, there are some back there, but not too much. And just gonna change that color again one more time. That's a little too much blue for my taste. Let's move this over. Let's go with the hue this way. And yes, so now you have your before, and then you have your after. You have your before, and then you have your after. Then you can take that again. You can go to go to your presets, and then you're gonna go ahead and here save. And this one I am not gonna keep, so I'm gonna say test. And now I'm going to put that there, and I'm gonna hit done. And this is your before and after. So I'm gonna go to the history, and I'm gonna go to the original photo. So this is where we started at from the start. And then let's go to that preset that we chose. And this is that preset right there that we chose. And this is the modified version of that preset that we chose right here. And there you go. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Delvon Digital. Peace.